couldn't close my eyes and see you another night. I drove myself crazy thinking you'd take my wildest dreams and tear them all to the ground. So I tried to create a decoy world for you to destroy in my mind. You could stay and believe you're tearing me apart while I'm coming to life, while I'm coming to life. You could stay and believe you're tearing me apart while I'm coming to life, while I'm coming to life. I couldn't keep the secret. You found my darkest demons and brought them out in the light. So I ran to all the preachers, despite having every reason to shut down and mobilize. So I prayed to the gods for one last saving grace against all odds. And I built an escape using all my energy just to come back to life, back to life.
Well, I like watching corn.
He likes watching it get shucked.
Hashtag corn
Corn
shuckers.
shuckers.
Well, them damn corn shuckers. They at it again.
Corn shuckers.
Now they're shucking in the fields.
Oh my god.
Eat the whole bag at once.
Yeah,
Daddy.
you gotta press the bottom of the bag and then jam it down your throat. So you're like kind of.
I'm transforming too.
Transforming and rolling out.
Chocolate chibi.
Dasani, they all kind of sound very
Oh my
similar.
God.
So, you know.
That was
Good work.
Sunny to see.
that's a big reach.
Nico Dasani.
Nico Dasani.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Silver Monkey.
Alright.
Burger.
Oh.
Take. Burger.
I'm gonna put cheese on it.
Take.
I'm putting cheese on it.
Doesn't
Ain't
need
that
cheese.
It does need cheese.
Burger.
Take me started, please.
Over a year.
You've been over a
You
year.
didn't say 2 or 1.
No, I
You
didn't.
don't say 2 or 1.
Yeah, you don't say 2 or 1. Who says
You always
2
say
1?
2.
No, you
Start it over.
No, you cut off 2 and hi
Really?
guys. Can you tell us how to count?
It was 5, 4, 3.
2, 1.
No, you don't say 2 or 1.
You have to say 2 or
You
1.
never say 2 or 1.
No,
You always say 2 or 1.
no, because
Only.
what happens if the mics go live early? Then you're in trouble. That's where people get.
Then fuck it, you do it live.
Like I do every day of my life. Hello everyone, welcome to D&D.
That's where the 2 and 1 comes in.
2
Welcome.
and 1, not 2 or 1. We're not picking one or the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna
One.
skip 2 and I'm only gonna say 1.
Biggest number.
It's gonna be 5, 4,
2
3,
or 1.
1.
1.
1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
about
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12.
David, 12. Hi, welcome to our nonsense bullshit stream. How y'all doing tonight?
I don't have an answer anymore.
There wasn't a question.
He said, "How are
how
y'all
you
doing
doing?
tonight?"
I mean, he wasn't asking you, I don't think, but
Oh, well, fuck.
but how are you doing? Because now I'm asking.
Yeah, you know what? How are you?
I'm-
Normally, I don't give a fuck, but how are you?
Shit. Fair though.
We're not,
Pretty
we're
fair.
not playing D&D tonight. We're just gonna keep this going for 2 hours. This is just a lot to deal with.
Yeah,
No,
listen,
this
just
is the D&D session.
yeah,
we
we're
really
actually
need-
role playing.
Yeah,
We're role playing, giving a shit about each other right now.
yeah.
Oh Lord.
It's the true role.
I love you, people.
I mean, we've almost all died like recently, so like that's pretty significant.
Yeah, that's fair.
So have our characters. Welcome to 2020.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Did I
right. Well, I don't know. Did you? You were you're the DM.
Oh, you are talking about characters. I thought you were talking about like people, and I'm like, why has this not been brought up yet? Like,
Oh, I mean,
Every
like,
day brings us closer and closer to death.
well,
Exactly.
yeah, but that's not.
Ain't wrong.
One step at a
Sorry.
time.
I thought there was some freak like simultaneous near-death experience that everybody but me experienced, and I'm just like, what?
Every day
Oh,
that
yeah,
you
you
wake
weren't-
up, you almost died.
You weren't a part of that.
Yet another thing I'm left out of. Thanks for the reminder, sir.
I mean, be
Every day
glad that you weren't there. We almost all died.
Yeah, but like you didn't.
It's not,
So, like,
it's not
and-
a party. You don't want to.
Yeah.
look, all I'm gonna say is if all of my friends jumped off a bridge, yes, I'm going to jump off a bridge. It's clearly like none of my friends are that dumb that like they would just jump off a random bridge. So clearly, it's like nice enough to jump off of.
I've jumped
It
off
seems
of
like you
several
hung out with
bridges.
us.
I was gonna say, if you're counting Jono as one of your friends, I would say don't count him out.
I've jumped off of several bridges.
It's not if one person jumps, if one of your friends jumps off a bridge. It's if all of your friends jump off the bridge. Is the quote? You know what I mean? It's like
Oh,
saying,
wow.
Well,
mean,
see, what you don't understand is if I jump off of a bridge, I also secretly tied all of you to me. So you're all jumping off the bridge.
Isn't that
Hey,
more of like
you tried that last time to tie a rope to me, and look where you ended up.
Yeah.
Damn near dead.
Good enough.
I forgot about that.
Whatever.
So welcome to episode 8, everyone. We're back. The Halloween one shot of us just dying over and over again is over.
Definitely.
That was interesting.
I enjoyed that quite a bit.
What happened last time? Should we introduce ourselves? Yeah, we got this far and I already forgot about introductions.
We're gonna play the
Okay.
whole session and then introduce ourselves at the end.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's how you do it right there.
How do you do things anymore, guys? I don't know anything.
That's content.
It's been a long 36 hours.
We'll do the introductions like Price is Right.
Randomly.
It's Moose.
I just want to be like playing and be like, that's an 18 on my perception, and hi, I'm John L. Just like random, just sprinkle it out.
Like zooms in on one of us.
Yeah.
It's like we're like mid playing and all of a sudden our Tourette's is just us introducing ourselves.
What's going on?
I don't know if that's appropriate.
It's always appropriate.
You know,
It could be worse.
yeah, but I don't
So
want it to be.
Where did we leave off? In a tomb, right?
That's what I asked.
Moose had just found a. Was it a warhammer or?
Moose went
Yeah, giant warhammer.
Yeah, Moose went grave robbing,
Mhm.
Like,
and
God
he found
damn.
a giant warhammer.
Yep, found a warhammer. I believe.
Because we're in a cave filled with we hear troglodytes.
What'd you
Remind
call
me,
me?
did I tell you anything about the warhammer?
It was ornate with jewels and really heavy. That's all I remember.
I think
Okay.
you said that it only had like one jewel on it, like one crystal or ruby or some shit.
I also have delusions of grandeur, so that is possible.
You were treasure hunting specifically.
Yes, it is inset with a garnet. You are correct.
Garnet.
Yep, yep.
Wait. Hold on, let me get
Worst
my pen.
Final Fantasy waifu.
Also best Steven Universe
Right.
waifu.
Are you kidding? A waifu that remembers all of your mistakes all the time? No, thank you.
Yeah, and can also help you prevent all of your mistakes at all times. Yeah.
Amethyst is best waifu.
All right, I'm usually on my other desk. Oh, Bocephus.
Anyone got anything for that?
I got
That's the
some
name
notes.
of Servo's pet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was trying to figure out why you were bringing it up, but yeah.
I wrote it down so I could remember.
Okay.
The question is, did you spell it right?
Probably not, but it sounds right.
And that's points for effort.
You can write it down phonetically. Does that count?
No, the correct answer is it's clearly spelled in infernal, and you hold up random scribblings, and that's technically correct.
That's right.
No one knows how
I
to
wrote
speak
it.
infernal. That's
I
right.
wrote it in Draconic. Can you read Draconic?
Ooh.
I think
Flex
one person
on
can
us.
speak Draconic.
Yeah, the dragon.
Well, like one person outside of Flat.
Oh,
No.
Somebody was speaking to somebody in another language, if I remember correctly.
I forget.
No.
Ah.
I've
Plausible.
got common, giant, gnomish, and goblin. And honestly, I don't know why I have any of those.
Well, you're a gnome, so that's why you have gnomish.
Well, yeah.
Commons kind of important. I do kind of want to play an elf character that only speaks Elvish, just to like be that snobby elf. But God, it would just be so hard. Okay, we need to get back on track. I apologize.
Back to the board.
Yeah. So you guys fought some stuff. You found some suspicious-looking areas. Then
Oh
you
yeah, I speak
stumbled
Infernal. That's right.
You stumbled into a. Oh, nobody speaks Dwarvish. That's right. Yeah,
Right.
because that was very important. You stumbled into what appears to be a dwarven tomb of sorts. There's a bunch of. I've already forgotten how to pronounce this word. I think it's sepulchres.
Sepulchre.
Yeah. And Moose grave robbed while you guys took a short rest.
Yay.
Yep.
And, yeah. Oh, and you're next to the cave to the right it's not very well represented, which I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it, but it's faintly lit by bioluminescent stones hidden all over the walls.
Yeah,
Which
think
there's a way to
nothing-
like fight it out, but I don't know how to do it.
I think all of us entered the tomb.
Yeah, I walked
Yeah.
around and I looked at all the graves and stuff and looked around at the pretty glowing rocks. That was about it, because there's a north and a south exit.
Yes, there's a north and south exit. There's the exit you guys came from with the rocks blocking the small river pathway. Yeah. It's like a small pool opened up, and there's some rock fall in the way. To your east is that cave opening with the bioluminescence that I spoke of earlier. Yeah. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Right now, nothing. Chilling, bro.
Yeah, just hanging out. What are you doing?
Yeah, smoking a Mountain
Do we
Dew.
know?
John,
Do we
roll a
know-
d4 for me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The walls
Fuck you,
crush in
Marcus.
and you all die.
You-
Joke's on you. We're back in the Tomb of Horrors.
He needs to know how many large man-sized boulders fall on your head. Right?
And one boulder-sized man's.
There you go.
The boulder.
Yeah.
To
Let me
remind
pull
you
up the
guys
map.
where you at, you gaze into an extremely large cave, faintly lit by natural phosphorescence. Its ceiling rises 50 feet high in places. Crystals glimmer softly in the eerie light. Weird, beautiful flows and structures of delicate stone grace the chamber. The western portion of the cave is separated from the rest by a steep bluff. The ceiling here is half the height of the rest of the chamber. A couple dozen large stone sepulchres line the cavern walls, each carved with intricate reliefs and designs marked with runes. So yeah, that's what you did, right?
So you said runes? As
Runes, yes.
I want to touch a rune.
And I think you said there were too many.
Didn't you already
Two.
touch all the runes?
I mean,
you want to touch the rune?
Yes,
Any particular one?
just the closest one.
Are you just like fondling it, or?
Yeah, I'm caressing it.
You can, yeah. Roll a d20.
Sweet. I'm about to die.
And your
Or
fingers explode.
get all of us killed?
That's a chance I'm willing to take.
13. That's not good. Yeah, nothing happens.
No. Well, that works too.
You don't get the magic touch.
You got the
Nothing
touch.
happens. Not
So
yet.
it's an exit to the north and to the east.
Yes, there's an exit north. There's an exit. Well, I
Southeast.
say exit to the east. There's a very large, steep cliff that drops off into a larger cavern to the east.
I thought it was stairs. I thought these were stairs.
There are some stairs to the south. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
And we
It's
came
on the side
from
it's on a cliff.
we came from the southwest, where we crossed around that pool that on the other side also had the big wall that led to possibly other creatures.
Yeah, it was a room with bones and liquid refuse swords from some kind of animal strewn about. It's less cliff and more of a very steep hill. Like you guys could stand on it, but if you were to jump the distance, you might get hurt.
It's less cliff and more Biff.
And we can't search the rest of the tombs.
You can. It just there's nothing of note that you guys are finding from anything outside of the regions. I actually think Moose searched all of the tombs, or at least enough until he got disappointed.
I searched the most ornate ones closest to the party.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, when you guys can crack open the tombs and there's just old bones and tattered cloth inside. Nothing of note jumps out at you.
Well, we never found out how close those remaining troglodytes were, so I suggest we keep moving.
I will second this idea, as I had a very large bite from one of those before.
Sure. Where are you guys moving to? I'll let you guys move freely. Just
50-50. Do y'all want to move up top or down below?
Stairs.
Down below.
I will take a stair.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
But I vote that Zarkal goes first.
Yes, agreed.
Not Biff.
Absolutely not Biff.
You guys did take your short rest, correct? You got your hit points back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everyone except for
Moose.
Moose.
You weren't injured at all.
No, yeah, I didn't use anything, or I didn't have any reason to.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you walk down the stairwell, you enter a small cavern. Or not small, it's quite large actually.
Okay.
This great cavern glimmers with a faint phosphorescence. The ceiling is almost 50 feet overhead, and bright flecks and gleaming stone formations are visible in the distance. Patches of strange fungi dot the floor, including cat stalks standing as tall as a human and glowing puffballs almost a yard wide.
Glowing puffballs?
Yes, glowing puffballs. High ledges rise 15 to 20 feet above the floor on the north, south, and west walls. Narrow passageways lead off to the north and south, and a flight of carved stone stairs descend from the western ledge to a path that meanders to the center of the chamber. So yeah, that's where you guys are standing.
Glowing puffballs. Are those eggs?
No, but
they're
I would like to do like an investigation of, like, I wanted to see if there's something magic going on here.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
There's definitely something magical going on there. Something about being surrounded by giant spores. The faint phosphorescence gives you a really enchanted feeling.
Okay. So I think personally,
if the situation were different, you would definitely bring a date down here for a night.
okay.
Who says he didn't?
There's something about this room that could potentially be bad or good, but it definitely has to do with these spores, and we need to be careful that they don't have some sort of negative effect on us.
So, what do you think will happen if we lick them?
Probably nothing good.
Biff, don't lick the spores.
Honestly, like this is always turning into like the A team where we just had like let the wild card guy just like go crazy, and it like always turns out that we end up having to save his ass.
The spores are floating overhead about 10 or 15 feet in the air. So it'd be tough to, you'd have to like find some way to get him up in the air to get to a spore.
There's a couple ways I can get up into the air.
He's still tied to the rope, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't encourage him.
Yeah.
Can I pick him up like a yo-yo and just?
Please do not yo-yo me.
With your strength, absolutely not. Like,
Please do not yo-yo me.
To get a 40 to 50 pound guy at the end of a rope and all of his adventuring gear, which is probably another 50, 60 pounds.
Spin him around like a grappling hook and toss him at the throwing spores.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of force that you are unable to muster.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
Good.
I would say our best bet is to like not necessarily split up, but like split up, and two of us go along the left side wall, and two of us go along the right side wall, and see what we can find.
Split the party?
Just a little bit.
You got too excited when you said that.
I mean, look how big this room is.
What are you talking about? It's a DM's favorite thing. You split the party and you murder them half by half.
No, I mean we're not gonna go that far away from each other. I'm just saying to go because it's dark as fuck in here.
Zarko just went down another hallway.
Would we be
by himself, and then with the three of us almost had to like save Biff's life. No, that's right. We did have to save Biff's life.
Is this room twice? Is this room open enough format to shout across it?
Oh yeah, for sure. And the large cavernous experience or the large cavernous area definitely would carry well. You probably have a good bit of echo going on too.
Oh, good. Anyone got a song in her heart?
Before he shouts,
I'm not going to shout. I wanted to explore.
Can we see anything that gives any indication if they're more sturges or the troglodytes?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a good idea. I keep forgetting about the sturges, even though they keep.
Yeah.
I mean, the spores are there because of something is generating spores. So think about the kind of things that generate spores.
I'm just thinking about.
It's the human-sized mushrooms on the ground. The part where it said the patches of strange fungi dot the floor, including capstock standing as tall as a human. Those are probably what's giving off the spores.
Can I do a nature check to see if those mushrooms are edible?
You absolutely can make a nature check. Nature or survival, whichever's higher.
Let's see. For me, nature, but for sure.
Okay.
I missed the part about the giant mushrooms.
Sorry, yeah, it's kind of a one line in there, not.
So it's a giant mushroom.
So you can see.
You can see what? I missed that last part.
Fantastic. Sorry, it took me a second to catch that. Phenomenal.
Sir made a wonderful pun.
Oh.
Yes.
Glorious. Hold on. I need to. How do I?
Kill your character immediately.
How do I make you trip into an endless void?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can kind of see that little path that winds through. It's just like what's the word? I think they call it a fairy circle. When mushrooms grow in a circle, but like nothing in the middle, and it's like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse of that. These are random patches of mushrooms that are sprouting up, creating kind of like a winding path. But the ground that the mushrooms are on wouldn't necessarily be difficult terrain. They're just those are like a general. That's like where the fungi is. You know what I mean?
I asked if it was edible.
Oh yeah. With an 18.
Yes.
So you kind of wander
as well.
And in your training in the crick, there's really only one way to tell if something's edible. And
that's by licking it.
You pluck a little piece of the mushroom off and just kind of toss it in your mouth and chew on it a little bit.
Yeah, dog it, Biff.
A faint familiarity kind of washes over your face or washes over your mouth. it's like some sort of mushroom stew that your mother cooked when you were younger. It kind of just hits that sense in your brain. It's quite tasty, and if this is anything to go on, it's very edible.
Guys, these mushrooms are quite delectable. Do you still got that big pot with you?
What do you want to use it for?
Well,
Mushrooms, probably.
you know, we got some creek water, and there's some mushrooms here. We can make a stew.
Biff,
I'm just saying, I can't be the only one that's hungry right now.
To make a mushroom stew.
While they're having this conversation, I am currently drawing a very detailed map of what I can see in the room and little diagrams of the mushrooms.
Yeah, and to be clear, if lighting weren't an issue, you'd basically be able to see this whole chamber.
Yeah.
If you click and drag your character, like don't set them down, you should be able to wander around the room and see most of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah. I will say it's been about 6 hours since you guys have eaten anything because you haven't set up camp in a while.
I'm just saying, I can't be the only one that's hungry in this party right now, and I can make a mean mushroom stew.
So
I have to agree with the crack water, the backwater stick boy, and
you got
crack water.
I'm sorry, you, sir. Do you have some crack? Because you know that makes a mean spice in the stew.
Do you see anything as far as troglodytes or sturges? I'm sorry, I missed.
Make a perception check.
I wrote 9.
Oh, you did. You're 9. Yeah, with a 9, you don't see anything now. These floating puffballs kind of give you some note, but if they're being generated by the mushrooms, you don't think there's anything to worry about.
So
I don't believe you.
So what say you, Dragon Boy? Can I use that kettle you got over there?
How long will this mushroom stew take?
Oh, it'll be done when it's done.
I think we need to make haste.
We don't have the ingredients for that.
I got water.
I believe that's
I think you just have like a vial.
Yeah, I've got a vial of water.
To make haste. We don't have the ingredients to make haste.
There's water like right up the stairs. We can go get some more water.
Goodness.
You know, maybe if we make enough fire, we can just take the entirety of that little pool back there and just boil it, and we'll make a big mushroom stew.
No.
Bigger is better. I'm very much in favor of this.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's any licorice in the room, so you're right.
Reluctantly, I hand over my cauldron so he can. Isn't it dented? Didn't I hit something with it?
Yeah, you caved in somebody's skull with it.
Yeah. You
pretty strong though.
All day.
It was the, if I'm not mistaken, you killed the strig thing with it.
I like to call that the spice of life. So I think it's perfectly fine.
All right. Well, is it holding anything inside?
Oh.
I give Biff the empty conch so he can make his mushrooms too.
Yeah, I think you were still holding the gold in there, but you can just take that out before giving it him.
Yeah, I'll take the gold out.
Can I make a trip back to the pool and get some water for this?
I wrap the gold in one of the wolf pelts.
I'm just gonna walk back over to this way and get some water.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
That's why I stopped at the water and I was like, am I good to go back? Am I fine?
One second.
I'm going to make sure that the integrity of this stew is not compromised. I am following.
Can I do a perimeter check to make sure we're not surprised by anything?
That was the 9 perception check. That would
okay. That was okay.
Yeah, because you specifically said you were looking for enemies.
Okay.
Troglodytes and whatnot.
We knew you would keep us protected.
Yeah. Yeah, you collect water without any issue.
Okay. Okay, good. Then I'm gonna head back over into the mushroom land.
I mean, are you guys planning on breaking for camp right now? Is that the idea? Because a mushroom stew would take, I don't know, an hour, two more.
I mean, we can like look around while he's making this stew.
Yeah, like
yeah, that's right.
it only takes enough time for the water to boil a little bit, so like 30 minutes. You boil the water, you put the mushrooms in there, you let them seep for a little while.
Let's explore this cavern while
Sure.
Biff makes his mushroom soup.
We don't have any like ersatz pepper or ersatz anything.
I don't know. Did you guys bring any spices with you? I got some incense, but I don't think we can use that as spice.
Is there any rock salt?
Spice of life to your miserable life.
I mean, your ration kits might have some spices buried in them if you look hard enough.
Well, then I'll just add some spices to it. It's fine.
There we go.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna like cast bonfire and cook up this stew for you guys.
Sure.
I'll be right here in the middle.
So, for the next hour, while he's occupied casting bonfire minute after minute, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go like over here and look that way.
Sure.
Do we get any health back for eating or anything?
I mean, if you took a long rest, sure.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Eating like considerable meals would happen during like long or short rests. So it's kind of the. This isn't a video game, all right?
Hey, I have to make sure.
Get 10 HP back.
Yeah, how much rested XP do I get for rest?
You see, it's actually rested XP is not extra XP. It's just them changing the fact that you get less XP for playing the game for longer.
That's true.
That's 100% what happened. People just got pissed because the mechanic worked that way. And they're just like, no, it's just bonus XP for logging off. Yeah.
The funny part now is that they changed heirloom gear so that your gear doesn't give you extra XP. It just makes your rested XP go down slower.
Yeah, that's just kind of dumb.
Crazy.
You see a set of stairs leading up to what looks like a smaller chamber than what you're in now. Because it's above you, it's hard to really see what's in there. It's definitely not as grand of a chamber as you're in right now.
Okie dokie.
Is there anything that would appeal to a pilferer in my purview?
I got all that you need right here inside this pot.
Mushrooms.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Well then.
It's a whole bunch of mushrooms.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
You said there's
Absolutely
been
nothing of
stairs
interest to me in this boring ass place.
that goes up to a smaller cavern.
Say again?
There's a set of stairs that goes up to a smaller cavern.
Yes, there's a southern stairwell that leads up into what looks like a smaller cavern than the one you're standing in right now.
All right, I'll check that out.
You want to check out the cavern?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me 1 second.
Oh. So, just because we're using this digital medium, Austin, if I can see something on the map, can I actually see it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. frankly, you should be able to see more, but I don't know how to quickly on the fly edit the lighting settings. The whole area right now is dimly lit with the natural phosphorescence.
Got it. But like, I can see down the stairs, for example, or up the stairs.
You can see up the stairs, yes.
Yeah, and I can see what's up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out why that's there, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Just checking.
It makes no mention of it, which I don't get. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry.
That's spooky.
Okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah, that's not supposed to be there.
Do our
Someone's
adventure
like,
do our adventure kits come with like bowls and stuff?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
You have it's called a mess kit. I believe it's called a mess kit.
I just wanted to make sure that I could at least like scoop everybody up some of this mushroom stew.
Yeah, it's a mess kit. It's a cup and simple cutlery.
That's good. I hope you guys are hungry.
Sorry, it's a tin box. It contains a cup and simple cutlery. The box clamps together, and one side can be used as a cooking pan, and the other as a plate or shallow bowl. So neat.
Sounds useful.
Yeah, there was not supposed to be an animated armor in there. Evidently, that's an error. So yeah, it's just an empty cavern.
For now.
For now. So yeah, Zarkle, you said you wanted to explore the cavern, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else coming with him?
I got a stew to do.
Yeah, you're stewing over there.
About how close would you say you're done to making that stew, Stickman?
It's been
Oh,
about 10 minutes.
water's still coming to a boil right now.
Racist Dragon, I'm with you.
Servo, are you joining them as well?
They're going up the stairs that I'm looking up right now.
Yes.
I'll stay at the base of the stairs for the moment until they get to the top.
Okay.
Just to be
You
sure.
guys get up to the top of the stairs.
I don't want to leave Biff all by his lonesome.
So when you guys enter the cavern, you can see that it's there's a small river. What you can assume is the river that's been extending through this part of the cave. Running through it, there's a thin layer of slime. There's a thin layer of slime towards the edges of the stream that you can see highlighted by the green on the map. And it looks like through erosion that the floor is kind of sloped inwards towards the stream in that particular portion.
Do I have any indication that this slime is flammable?
Make a perception check or survival, whichever's higher.
How often is slime flammable?
Always.
Really?
No.
Okay, I was like, what?
It's hard to say, really. I mean, it is, right next to a running stream of water, but it might be flammable,
I mean, yeah, I guess
The only way to find out for sure would be to get close to it and light a match or something.
Or take a little bit of it and
Anything
put it
can be.
on something and then light.
Do I still have my torch?
Yes, you still have your torch.
Can I lay the torch on it, see if it lights on fire?
How close do you want to get to it?
That's the question right there.
Without stepping onto it?
How brave you feeling?
It's a real Biff move there.
You do place the torch down, but you're not throwing it.
Right.
Okay, cool. So you approach and you put your torch down. As you set your torch down, the torch goes out because you've put it on cold, wet stone. in an attempt to you're kind of like rolling the torch around to try to get something to light, and it just goes out because you smothered it in wet slime. So you'll have to light a new torch because this one is effectively useless now. It is now just a stick covered in slime.
Slimy stick.
I'll take it back to Biff.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I know a member of our party that would greatly appreciate it in this state.
I actually might be able to use it in the stew.
I don't take it back to Biff.
I am not eating the stew any longer.
Oh, boy.
Come on, it's just like Grandma used to make it. It's fine.
I don't have a grandma, and I don't want one.
Right, so it's just another cavern leading, we don't know where.
Hold on. Okay. So, sorry, I should probably read the rest of this. So as you guys enter, you see you hear the thunderous roar of falling water filling this long, low chamber, and a spray of everything makes everything slick and wet. There's a fast stream that rushes through the center of the cavern, emerging from beneath a crude dam of rock and mud in the western wall. Yes. The stream disappears into a dark shaft at the cavern's eastern end. A rough and winding path follows the stream towards the east. So it's kind of tucked away out of sight, but there's a path on the eastern side of the map, kind of alongside the stream.
Hell, let's take a look.
Sure. I'm going to need you to move space by space in this room, if you please.
Okay.
So just freely move however you want to.
Swear to God, if I have to drop this stew.
Mm-hmm.
Don't click and hold. There you go.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm just holding over you guys down here so that stream can see what you're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're fine. Yep. Uh-huh.
Back it up.
You're moving to the walkway over there?
Yeah.
To
Okay,
save you check by check, I am basically trying to use him as a human shield. I'm basically following behind him in case something else happens. It'll hit him first.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So you guys walk over to this hallway. It appears to be a it appears to be a winding stairwell that leads down further into the cave. It's hard to see around the corner, but it looks like a pretty steep decline on that stairwell.
All right. We'll head back.
Okay. Are you take the same path back?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You guys just move the characters back then, that's fine.
I was waiting for it to just close off.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, congratulations, you split the party.
This is how you die.
Hustlin', is that the path you're taking?
Yeah, I guess I'm stopping there. I was trying to follow him. I was getting a little bit of delay, but
I mean, if it's an error, that's fine. I just need to know.
yeah, I was trying to follow him step by step.
Okay, that's fine. So you move back into the other room. So you guys are
Back in here.
joining and getting your getting that stew on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hold on to the stick until after we finish this stew.
Sure. Okay.
It's fine. I still haven't told you what I'm stirring the stew with.
Son of a bitch.
I got a couple ideas. But I'm also the guy who was eating roaches for days, so I really couldn't care at this point.
That's also true.
Making that apple pie. Oh my gosh.
Are you still exploring, or are we waiting out the rest of the...
Yeah. Is this stew finished?
You still have probably about 30 minutes left.
And that was the only open part of the cave besides the way that we came in?
No, there's a small winding pathway directly north. There are two more bluffs to the north and south of the chamber, slightly east.
Yeah, there's a lot to explore still.
And then on the far right side, there's further portions of the cave that you guys haven't really gone to yet.
All right, let me check the north end.
Okay. So yeah, as you approach it, things get awful dark. You can only see about 5-10 feet in front of you as the bioluminescence doesn't extend super far down this pathway. And I could be wrong, but I don't think you have dark vision.
No, I don't.
Yeah, so it's super dark. It's a super dark cabin.
I can go look down there. I'm half elf.
Well, the other two of you have torches too. He still
Oh.
hasn't used a torch.
But
Oh, wait,
can
I have
see-
it. Oh. I was about to say, I've got dark vision as a tiefling.
Yeah. If all three of you are walking over there, then yeah, it lights up. It's a small winding pathway. You can only see about 30 feet down before it takes a sharp turn.
I wonder if both of these end up in the same place. Both of them are winding paths that go down.
This down in the sense of further into the cave, not physically down. The other one's a winding
Right.
staircase. This is just a winding cavern. That's the same verticality.
elevation.
Yes.
Hmm.
Down was the wrong choice of words, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I mean I feel like down is pretty accurate.
Just slightly, if not confusing. I'll say that. Right. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I'm continuing ahead.
Sure. You got about 20 minutes before Biff's stew is done.
Don't y'all wander off too far now. Food's almost ready.
All right,
Tell me what to do, Dad. Oh, sorry.
That stick man is your father?
Flashbacks.
So you guys continuing down the path?
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
Sure.
How far can I go in 10 minutes?
Okay. Yeah. So you kind of wander in. Sorry, I just need to make sure I'm doing the right things. Okay. So you kind of wander and about another 30 feet passes and you hit a fork in the path.
Right fork.
Okay. Everybody's going right fork?
Split up at this point, if
yeah.
that's okay with you.
You proceed down the right path. It's about what did I just do?
I've got to move Biff up there just for purposes of being able to see. But
That's fine.
I'm still in the cave.
So you guys kind of wander down the path. Biff's not actually there. and it opens up into a slightly larger cavern. So it's a large, high-ceiling cavern. To the north, a carved square-mouth tunnel shows that someone's been at work. Which I guess, yeah, you guys are just moving over at this point. You also see a path that looks like it leads straight to where you guys are standing, just a little out of sight from torchlight. And you see another entrance to the south into it's a second fork on that left side path. To the north, a gate of rough-hewn timber blocks. A gate of rough-hewn timber blocks a small passage to the northeast. 3 other passageways wind off towards the south, which is where you guys came from. A heavy animal smell lingers in the air.
Heavy animal smell?
Yes.
You sure that's not
farm down there?
Just me?
Right.
No, you guys have gotten used to Biff's smell by now. This is definitely not Biff's smell.
All right. I've seen enough. We're headed back.
Okay. Which path are you taking?
The south one.
You guys are going to go the left side path now?
No, the path we just came from. Back to the mushroom cabin.
Oh, okay. Sure. So you guys wander back down the same path, back into the mushroom cavern, where you come across Biff, and it looks like he's about done with the stew.
As Biff is finishing with the stew, I want to collect as many mushrooms as I can in one of my tattered wolf pelts.
Sure, yeah. Make a survival check. Yeah, with a 12, you have no issue storing. I don't know how much mushrooms weigh. A good sack full of mushrooms if you were to enclose the wolf pelt up like a sack. As well.
Yeah, I close it up and I tie it to the torch. That one.
Sure. Yeah. So you basically have a bindle now.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you have a very short sticked bindle with a bunch of mushrooms inside a wolf's belt. Yeah.
All right, well, everybody get a bowl, have some mushroom stew. I'm gonna scoop some into a vial for later.
I'd say with the amount of mushrooms you got, you probably have about 30 days-ish worth of rations in just mushrooms. Just purely based because you are a big guy and it is an entire wolf pelt. So give it a lot of mushrooms. And these are human-sized mushrooms. Yeah. So you guys sit down and enjoy a nice meal of mushroom stew. After eating, everybody gains 1 temporary hit point.
I told y'all it was good.
I almost didn't prefer my roach friends to this.
Yeah, you guys are eating, and it relays a different kind of meal to each of you. Something from your past, from your childhood. It's delicious, though. And you feel like even if Biff screwed the recipe up, these mushrooms are just too good.
Good to be true. These are trick mushrooms.
No, these are genuinely there's nothing poisonous about them. They're just really, really tasty mushrooms. If there was a way to farm these, you think these would be a hit in town. But as they're, buried in a mountainside miles away, and you guys cut the only bridge, probably be hard to do that.
That's how they get you. They make you think that you can't farm the mushrooms when the reality is just need a little bit of ingenuity.
What if we just live down here?
So these mushrooms aren't being farmed.
No, they're definitely just a natural cave spawn.
So, and there's no sign of sturges or troglodytes that have been here.
No.
So could they be keeping the sturgeon and the troglodytes away?
Make a nature check.
Possibly.
Right.
It could be onto something.
It is possible.
I just want to cut to a future like thing where Lat's just taking some of the mushrooms out of his bag and throwing them at Sturgis and troglodytes.
You think it's with a 3, you think it's a serious possibility that these mushrooms have some sort of magical properties that are keeping the beasts away.
Do I know if they lose that magical property if I pluck them?
Hard to say.
Don't know. Okay.
They don't seem affected when you've plucked them.
Okay. All right.
Well, what'd you guys find while you were exploring around?
More paths.
Well,
Smelled like beasts. Smelled like beasts.
sorry, you say beef?
Beasts.
Smell like beef.
I smell like beef. Well, we could also have some nice beef stew. Where there's beast, there's beef. Usually.
You have my interest.
Anything else of note?
Go into the dungeon to find treasure and make a map. End up just trying to make different recipes while inside the dungeon.
Yeah, but they're really good mushrooms. I can't stress that.
Listen,
to the credit
Biff makes
of the
a
mushroom.
hell of a mushroom stew, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, apparently.
It appears such.
There's still a couple of different paths that you guys have not explored further down the cavern. But no, nothing of real note aside from just more mushrooms and puffballs.
All right, well, where do y'all want to go?
I'm for the south pattern with the stairs.
You guys are going
I'm
back
not-
down south.
I'm not exactly sure what was digging out those other paths. I didn't see any tools.
Is that where the beef is?
Yes, that's where the beef was. And we don't
to
know
be
if it's
fair-
beef or some type of animal.
A lot of these pathways have been worked by nature of it being, a former dwarf, being a former dwarven
Area. I assume you don't want to give anything away.
Stronghold. Okay.
Stronghold.
That's the
So
word.
while
if we
there
go
is a
south,
natural cave system, a lot of the rooms you guys have been in have been worked. It's not as if there's an active mining operation that you guys are just not seeing.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd believe it.
Like something being worked is not necessarily an indication of it being, someone has been there recently. It's just different from what you guys have seen a lot of the times, I guess, because you just happen to be in a natural part of the cave system. If that makes sense. I mean, you just came down from a worked area where there were a bunch of stone tombs. It's like right there. You can still see it.
That's very true.
So, there's a landing staircase to the south of us.
Yes.
To the north of us, there's more like a hub and more split path, more caverns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A couple unexplored places, yeah.
Yeah, so hell, what were we looking for in the first place?
Treasure? We were supposed to map out the area and look for treasure. I think that's what that old man was saying.
We were supposed to take something back to the land, weren't we?
I only heard treasure. That's all I remember him saying.
I thought it was something we were specifically looking for.
I don't know. All I know is that he's gonna get me some good crick clothes when we're done with this, and that was my payout. And lead me in the direction of a crick that I can claim.
It appears we've lost 2 players.
We have.
It's an Indian bank.
It's okay. I'm just making conversation in the time.
Just as a refresher, you guys were set down here to map it out primarily with the promise of there being treasure inside.
I wonder if, well, we know Moose has found hammer, right?
He's found what? Did you say campers?
The Warhammer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's found a Warhammer. You know, if we had a way back out, technically we've mapped all of this stuff. Were we supposed to map all of it or some of it?
Yeah, how much of it does he need mapped?
I think he just said map.
I believe y'all asked.
We did not. He did not specify, so we just been mapping.
All right. Well, if we want to keep exploring, I say we go north. But to me, the staircase would be the safer path. But once we get north into the hub, we're gonna have another decision to make as far as which cavern that we'd like to take.
Well, right now, our main concern is getting back out because we kind of burned a bridge, literally.
Yeah. Well, it has to be another way out. I'm pretty sure doors wouldn't make a. Well, shit, it was a stronghold.
Well, more or less, water's got to be coming. Water's coming into here from somewhere, and
that's true. Or it's going out somewhere.
I know waters, and I know cricks, and this is all crick water, so it's got to be spawning from somewhere.
Yeah, you guys passed the entryway coming in to this area. You guys came down the steps, and it was kind of coming out of the wall. It was in that first room that you guys entered, where you fought the Sturges.
Right, but it's flowing to somewhere.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So you want to continue to follow the crick?
I'm just saying, you know, cricks never led me wrong. Except that time that I died when I led off the path of the crick. We don't talk about that.
You're talking about it right now.
That's because I'm telling you that we don't talk about it right now, okay?
Seems pretty engrossing to me.
Why are we talking about it?
We're not. That's the point.
We're having a discussion right now about it.
Let's go to the crick.
Well, one thing about the crick, there's a lot of slime pulled up around the edges, so it may have been a hotbed of troglodytes.
Well, you know what we call slime back over in the creek where I came from?
No, I don't know what you call slime back at where the creek you come from.
Nature's slip and slide.
Sounds disgusting.
Only when the adults use it.
So north or south?
I think we go north.
Heading north? That's one for north?
Listen, you guys explored it. I'm trusting your judgment right now. I made stew. Someone else makes the decisions.
Yeah, let's go. Let's follow it down. See where it goes. That's what I say.
Right.
You guys can choose to agree with me or not.
We'll follow the creek. That's
all right.
3 for the creek.
All right.
So it's heading south.
Okay.
South it is.
You guys enter the room. Biff, you see a long and low chamber. There's a spray from the creek making everything slick and wet. A fast stream rushes through the center of the cavern, emerging from beneath a crude dam of rock and mud, the western wall. The stream disappears into a dark shaft at the cavern's east end.
Is the water flowing left to right or right to left? From what?
Left to right.
Okay.
At the bottom right is the cavern, aforementioned cavern drop off.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what's the plan?
Can I explore
Yeah,
the
but
creek?
follow the path that I did before. To the stairs,
Sure.
like hug the wall.
Jonna, what are you doing?
Can I investigate the creek? Maybe take some slime with me?
Sure. Whereabouts are you moving in the cavern?
Do I need to move one by one?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can I move diagonally?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Sure. Sure. So when you step there, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
God damn it! I'm gonna slip on the slime, aren't I?
Probably.
I did call it nature slip and slide. Acrobatics is 0, so just roll d20. Yay!
Well then.
All right, well, he's dead. I'm just gonna go ahead and just write off Biff at this point.
Biff slips and smacks his head on the nearest rock and dies.
I need you to
Let
also.
the DM do.
I need you to roll a strength save, please.
Where's saves at?
Above your skills.
Above my skills.
Underneath your proficiency bonus.
Yes. Thank goodness for that. So you slip on this very slick slime and immediately get carried downstream by this very, very fast track. You manage to stop yourself before going off of the edge of this waterfall, however. But you are currently propped up inside the stream, poised to fall over the edge.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was almost a fun trip.
Is it? Did he take the rope with him? Is he still? The rope should still be attached to him.
No, we cut that
Or did
forever
you take
ago
that
when I
off?
was cooking.
Oh,
Oh,
you took that
yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, you would have. Yeah, you would have had it untied while you were cooking.
All right.
You're almost saved.
Is he okay? Or did we just see him just get swept away?
I'm doing great.
You saw him slip
Yeah.
and just immediately. It was like someone slipping on a banana peel. His feet just went whoop into the air and just get completely submerged in the water. And the next time you see his head pop up, it's at the very end of the cavern, right next to the waterfall. And it seemed to happen almost instantaneously. That water is moving very fast underneath the surface.
Okay. Well, I continue to hug the wall, walking towards the stairs.
Sure.
Can I see over the waterfall from where I'm at? Am I able to see?
It leads into a very deep shaft that your light. Well, now that your torch is out, no, you cannot.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can see from the torchlight of your companions that it is a very deep shaft and it's very dark. And that's it.
That's what she said.
Can I make my way out?
Sure. I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's see. Let's wait in anticipation how this goes.
The shores are getting me every time.
Me too.
Can I do this?
You can certainly
Sure.
try. I mean,
I'm going to need you to make a strength save.
Of course. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't make acrobatics, but I can at least strength save.
Yeah, so you make no progress. You get onto the edge, you stand up, walk about 5 feet, slip, and go right back into the water. But you don't get washed. Some miraculously don't get washed down this waterfall again.
Hey, Dragon Boy, you got that rope still?
Someone with Mage Hand, would Mage Hand work right now?
Mage Hand can only carry 5 pounds, so no.
Shit.
5 pounds on a good day.
So are you guys going to move up closer to Zarkol?
Very carefully, yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move. Okay. You're talking the wall? Yeah, you guys are fine. Okay. So yeah, you guys are standing about 15, 20 feet away from Biff, who is currently submerged in water. What are you guys doing?
I was
Hoping that he
worried
doesn't
about
die.
the slime being acidic or flammable. It's slippery.
Well, we already cleared that it's not flammable.
Can I toss one end of the rope to Biff?
Sure.
That's what I was wondering.
I would like y'all to make whoever has the higher dexterity make a dexterity check. Let's be real, it's gonna be Zarkol.
I was say between them, or do I have to make the check?
I think mine is 1. What's yours, Zarkol?
Well, it'd be between Zarkol and Biff because Zarkol's throwing the rope to Biff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's a 0.
Does dexterity saving throw?
No, just a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
I've got a 2.
Yeah, mine's a 2 also.
Yeah, with the 19, you know that the water's moving very quickly, so you actually throw it upstream. So when it hits the water, it gets dragged down around Biff, and Biff is able to grab the end of the rope.
Can I pull myself in?
Right. Yes, climb out.
Sure. So yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check. So you try to start climbing out, but the water's moving much too fast. Doing this by yourself is going to be a little bit harder than you think, or than you first expected.
Hey, Dragon Boy, I'm a little wet. Can you pull me in?
Yes, let's rein Biff in.
So you guys are both going to make strength checks, and you have to beat a target with your combined score. Okay. Yeah, that's plenty. Yeah, you managed to. You all grab the rope and you heave ho, and he almost catches air with how hard you guys yank. And you manage to get Biff out of the water and onto, I say dry land, but it's very wet in this room, just in general. Drier land.
Thank you, guys.
Why do I get the feeling that the rest of this mission is going to be Biff gets in a safe Biff life. Biff gets in more trouble. Save Biff life.
This whole game has been Biff for the no good, awful, right, deadly day.
Pretty damn much.
Biff's autobiography
so
is a
noticing-
series of unfortunate events.
I'm noticing a couple things here. First of all, there's the waterfall, and then secondly, like it seems like to the east there's a stairway going down.
Yes.
Winding down, yeah.
So I would assume that these two probably lead to the same place. So maybe we should go down the stairs and check that out.
Yeah.
You can always take the fun way down.
Can
I had thought about it.
Me too.
They're lizards, so maybe.
Probably.
Possibly.
Make your nature check.
Do a history check.
No, this would be
Nature.
Nature.
Nature. If you're cool enough.
Who's making a nature check?
You.
You're asking about lizards.
What?
You are a lizard. You should
the
know.
Guy talking about nature.
Excuse me, sir.
To be clear,
I am
dragons are
dragon.
not lizards.
Just big
They are two
lizards.
separate things.
How dare you?
Says the racist dragon.
Yeah, no, right?
How does it feel? Tell me.
What is this?
that feel? How
What is this
does that
racist
feel?
are you speaking of? What does that mean?
I don't know. What are you speaking of, troglodyte?
Dear troglodytes.
Troglodyte. Oh yeah.
Oh,
What about
He
our
knows how it's pronounced.
what about our wonderful friend over here, the not orc?
Yeah, the not or.
I see no difference in you calling him the not orc and me calling him the red devil man.
Sarko, are you going to make your nature save or no?
Those observations.
for last time, you son of a bitch, it's tiefling.
No, we're in the middle of a goddamn argument. He's already
Yeah,
forgotten
I
about
won't do it last
nature.
time. Yeah, no, right?
With an 11, with an
11.
11, no. You do not recall hearing anything about troglodytes being particularly strong swimmers.
All right, down the winding path we go.
Yeah, so you guys follow a winding stairwell down about 60 feet. It spirals down into a chamber.
Chamber of
Yeah.
Secrets.
I had this set up when I first moved to the page. I 100% thought you guys were going to come down the waterfall.
I
A lot
almost
of
did.
waterfall- A lot of waterfall spills down the northwest wall of this cavern into a deep pool. The rocky walls glisten with spray, and a weird array of colorful minerals and strange lichens lend an unearthly beauty to this spot. A fast-moving stream runs south from the pool at the base of the falls, and a nearby natural passage heads in the same direction. A set of narrow stairs cut into the rock wind up to the north, where you guys came from, and two old wooden doors stand in the wall of dressed stone to the east.
Now, out of curiosity, would we have survived the waterfall if we jumped? I almost want to go back up and try it again.
Could be not.
Who's to
Who's to
say?
say?
I mean, there is truly only one way to find out.
Let's go cliff diving.
It's real.
Let's check out
It's real tempting.
doors.
Yeah, you guys are gonna roll another one, and then Biff is gonna freaking hit his head on the way down and drown, unconscious at the bottom of the creek. Waterfall combination.
You said doors to the
You
east,
both-
wooden doors.
Honestly,
You
is there
both
a
jump
better way
off
to
rolling
go?
one. Yeah, we
Yes,
both
there are
roll
better
one,
ways to
and
go.
in our clumsiness, we drag the other two with us as we flail.
Hey, watch me go! And then the rope gets like looped around my ankle.
All right. So is the water that's coming from the waterfall, is that still flowing down?
Yes.
All right. So we made it to a nice little ravine, but we're not quite at where the water's ending at yet. So I'd like to just kind of walk around a little bit, I guess. Are we like free to just walk? We have to like step one by one, do we?
Oh, no, you're fine.
Okay. I was like, I'm not gonna slip
wanna
into
check
another
these.
waterfall, am I?
Yeah, the original writing was that
You
the slippery, and I'm like, no, that's just punishing. Like, having to make checks every time they move, that's punishing. So yeah, you go over to the river that runs south, or the stream, the fast-moving stream that runs south. Looks like it's about as fast-moving as the stream you saw in the cavern above, but no slime to speak of to make you slip easily into the water. But if you were to get in the water, you would be swept down.
Okay, so it's still flowing pretty hard. There's probably another waterfall somewhere down here. If I know Crix, and I think I do. Is there anything to see on this other little shore line over here? This little random.
Nothing of note. No.
Okay. What do you
What
guys
about these
looking
doors
at
to
over
the
there?
east?
One sec. Upon inspection of the water and the pool, you see some white crustaceans and some blind fish swimming around inside the pool itself.
Ooh.
That's it. That's all I know. The doors. So there are two wooden doors. Excuse me. One at the north, one at the south. Which guy? You guys are looking at the southern door?
Yes.
Yes.
Swear to God, if you charge this door before trying to open it in any sort of normal fashion.
I drop kick the door.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Well, at the very least, while you're doing that, there's another path that leads down a little bit, where the creek keeps going. Just in case you guys were wondering. Probably a waterfall. Might be the pool.
Austin's Googling creative ways to kill people with doors.
Exactly.
I just want to make sure.
You look at the door.
Okay.
The door looks back. It's a mimic.
It opens its mouth. There's a void hole. It eats you.
There's a joke. It's an adventuring party walks into a tavern. They go up to the bartender and they're talking about their adventures. And they say, "Yeah, we ran into a mimic. There wouldn't be any mimics this far in town, though." And the adventuring party laughs. The bartender laughs. The table laughs. So upon inspection of the door, you see that it's very dark and it's almost swollen as if waterlogged, but it is stuck shut.
Well, it's been working out.
Interesting.
It's been hitting them weights. It's swole as shit.
Yeah, I don't think that's why.
Unless it's a mimic.
I don't think it's a mimic. I think
Maybe
that,
this room floods.
yeah.
I mean, you are in a very humid area.
Florida?
I mean, but it could also be like there's maybe water trapped behind the door. Can I I don't know. I don't guess there's any way to see if it's like watertight.
I mean, you can try and look underneath it. Is it sealed?
Yeah.
You get down on your hands and knees, and you can see that your light does pierce through the bottom of the door,
Okay.
and you see a small sliver of the room. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's not like just wild. I think there's just water on the other side.
This isn't a cartoon where you open the door and just water. No, none of that. It's just you're just in a very humid area, and they used wood as a material.
Well, do you guys want to try and see what's on the other side?
Yeah, open it.
All right, I'm gonna open it myself.
So it is swollen shut. You're gonna have to make a strength check to get it open.
Can I back away a couple spaces first?
Sure.
I just
I don't know
Would
who's
it
the
help?
strongest, but it's probably not me.
Is there enough of a grip to have multiples of us pulling on it to increase our chance?
No, it's a pretty small doorway. It's really going to be a one-person job right now, unless y'all have like a crowbar or something to help pry it open. Probably just going to be a one-person job. Yeah, a 16's plenty. Yeah, it kind of budges, and then the door opens up, and a wall of water. Now,
Yay!
you open up this door into. Hold on 1 second. Nope. Didn't ignore that.
Open it up and troglodytes run past you.
Haha!
They attack Biff immediately.
They're screaming, "Run!"
So you guys open up the stair, or you open up the doorway, and it opens into what appears to be 3 empty chambers.
Huh.
You say 3?
3, yes. You guys are pushing into the empty chambers?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there are 3 empty rooms. They look like they were used as a storeroom at some point. You can find scraps and pieces of paper strewn across the ground, but there's really nothing of importance. It looks like it was raided and cleaned out long ago.
All right, boring. Next door.
Yeah. So you guys approach. You see another swollen wooden door.
Is it the paper in the first room? Is it damp?
Is it written on?
It is written on in a language you cannot read. It is damp, but it's not like wet. Just damp from humidity.
Okay. So I can't set it on fire?
No, it's too wet for that.
Okay. Yeah, let's check the door to the north.
Oh, is that your strength check on the other door, Sarah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is sealed shut. You try your hardest, but it is not enough. So you guys come back out of the storeroom. You see Servo like feet on the wall next to the door, just pulling with all his might, with no success whatsoever. It does not budge.
I'm still gonna stand back here and cheer you guys on. Last time we messed with doors, I got lit on fire, and I don't want to.
That was the first
Expensive adventure stick boy.
My
Fire from a door.
Before we went down into the cave with the Sturgis.
it was dwarven fire upstairs, like when we ran to the first thing of Sturgis.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, right after the orc cave, we defeated the orc captain. We found a way into. It was a cavern that they.
I think that was. If I'm remembering what you're remembering, that was poison.
No, it was fire.
No, I had the poison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. The statue spit out a thing of poison or like miasma, but the other thing was a pot that was magically filtering through fire through some pipes in the room.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Makes sense.
So you guys are all standing outside of the northern door. What are you guys doing?
I'll try to open it.
Sure. Go ahead and make a strength check. This thing, for all you know, it is not actually wood. It is someone has cleverly painted this wall to look like a wooden door when it is in fact entirely made of stone. It does not budge an inch. If you didn't know any better, this is someone playing a really good trick on you.
All right, continuing on.
Someone's got an Acme door kit.
I say we continue following the river. Just around the river bend.
I mean, I agree. I'm always for following the creek.
All right. Fine, you guys are free to move. I'll just move Servo behind y'all.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are pushing through. The long narrow cavern is half filled with an underground river flowing at a very rapid pace. There's a narrow ledge that overlooks the river. A bridge of stone spans it, leading to a larger ledge on the southern side that follows the course of the river to the east.
Servo, to catch you up, the other door wasn't a door. It's a rock painted over to look like a door. Wile E. Coyote was in here.
To be clear, that's Zarkol's interpretation of it.
Yeah, he rolled a 2.
No, he rolled a 1.
Oh.
It was a total of 2, but that was a natural 1.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and. You said there was 3 doors, right?
No, just 2. One at the northwest.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to open it. I did pretty good with the other one.
Sure, go ahead and make a strength check.
Sorry, I had to go. I'm making pizza.
Making pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you guys kind of wander off to this southern corridor, the charge led by Zarkol, seemingly chuffed by this cleverly disguised ruse, you hear a creak as Servo does manage to unlodge the door behind you and open it up.
Yay!
What manner of wizardry is this?
So, Servo, this room opens up.
Oh shit!
It appears that someone in the past has used this large chamber, the large chamber behind it, as a storeroom of sorts. The door gives way grudgingly, revealing a low chamber of dressed stone. This chamber is filled with what appears to be rotten food, barrels of salted meat gone bad, sacks of flour or grain covered in russet-colored mold, turns of cider turned to vinegar. 2 open archways to the east in the east wall lead to a similar room. Beyond that, you cannot see past the dim light. The floor just past the first archway gleams wetly.
Well, there's nothing eating the food, so that's a good sign. I guess I'll poke around in the back room.
It's not the kind of food that it wants to eat.
I'm pretty sure those troglodytes would eat anything they could get their hands on.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Okay, I was gonna say, can I go into the next room?
I'm just reading what's in all here to make sure I don't get ahead of myself.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, wetly is a word, by the way. Found that out.
Wetly, yeah.
Are you guys continuing down the southern path, or are you coming back to once you hear the door open?
Yes, once I hear the door open, I turn around.
Yo, hey, help me search this fucking huge room of rotted food.
I want to figure out how Servo magically opened the door.
Yeah,
Open it with my hand.
What would you say?
It is upsetting as you walk up to the door and it is revealed that it is in fact a door. That it's not some magical trick. It was just really stuck. You know. So you guys feel free to move yourselves.
Okay.
Yay, we.
Hello. Can we investigate the room?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I see if there's anything worth me pilfering?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Investigation.
And I would like everybody to roll initiative. As while you're searching, what appeared to be a wet patch on the floor suddenly twists like a snake and lunges towards you.
Oh shit.
Oh, I forgot there's an initiative button still.
Yeah, you gotta hit the initiative button. It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Actually,
Cool like us.
I don't even see the initiative button.
It's on your
Called
character.
initiative. Yeah.
Oh.
Where it says initiative, you just click on the word initiative.
Literally says the word initiative.
Look at that. I think it just wasn't working for me last time.
That's a lie.
No. That's what it was.
What my customers say.
No, it was the turn order on the side wasn't working for me. The buttons worked, but it wasn't able to put me on the turn order.
Oh, yes. No, you're right about that.
Hey, cool. I should have been more prepared.
Oh boy, is that a slime?
It is a gray ooze.
Ooze.
Jono.
I just turn my brain off sometimes and things happen. I'm sorry.
Ooze.
Um,
Swear to God.
okay.
I mean, there's a lot of worse things that it could be.
Everybody's.
Could have went to a whole Power Ranger stick or use Ivanhoe's.
No, I was thinking more of it like it's like not just ooze. It's like a sentient like semen, lizard semen leavings or something.
Well,
That was a very different path.
That went places that I wasn't prepared for.
See, Jono turns his brain off. I turn my brain on.
Yes, you do.
So, you guys are kind of inspecting the room, and you all catch on to this before it can make its attack.
Good.
Up first is Servo. You see a what looked like a wet patch of ground kind of rear up, and it's a transparent gray ooze form.
And I'm like, hey guys, it's a transparent gray ooze form on the ground.
And yeah, everybody turns around and sees it. Yep.
Wait, is this what my like high rolled fucking investigation led to?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to investigate anything anymore, guys.
I know, right?
I love investigating,
I mean,
especially when it turns into gray ooze.
on the bright side, if it was lowered, it could have potentially got a surprise round on you also. You rolling high on this investigation did not lead to there being a monster in the room. The monster was in the room regardless. Don't think of this as it being your fault. I just want to be clear. It's not your fault, man.
You're right. I need to remember that defense for when the cops come.
Yeah.
Jono, it's not your fault.
Hey,
it's not your fault.
That's like.
Right.
Did I collect my cauldron when we left?
Yeah, well, you guys would have packed up after.
Okay.
Mm.
Whew, that was a close one.
Yeah, don't worry. It smells like mushroom stew, but you're good.
All right, Servo, it is your turn.
Whole ass cauldron.
Are you simply alerting everybody to the gray ooze and that's it?
No, I want to blast it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
So I started blasting.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Peace.
Trash man.
Throw trash everywhere. Then I pick up the trash and I start eating it.
Hit the attack roll on your sheet.
Oh yeah.
Attack
roll. God, where is it? Why every time do I have to do this that I forget where it is? Here it is.
Should be like dead center.
Got it.
13 does hit. Yeah. 10 force damage. That's a meaty blow to this gray ooze. But it is still moving.
Gross.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I also shout out that I mean, I don't know. Do I know? Like it freaks me out. How I just want to be like, don't touch it. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean it's a moving pile of slime. It's pretty weird.
I just feel like that's like definitely a bad idea to get close to it. So I'm like, you know.
I mean, it was rearing up to attack your.
Yeah, exactly.
Suspicions have definitely been confirmed.
Okay, good.
Next up on the list is Zarkol.
Can I use my short sword?
Sure, absolutely. So you approach an attack?
Yeah, I don't want to use my hands on that thing.
Dirty 20. So yeah, you strike it.
Damn, 20 with the sword?
Hold on, I gotta pull up your character sheet. Oh man. There's a full sheet. Okay. So you attack it. You get a good hit on it. It's still alive. But you notice as you pull away, some of it sticks to the weapon, and you see it like steam start to rise off your weapon. And your weapon starts to corrode away.
Shit.
Oh,
So everyone else can see this as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely don't
Okay.
touch it. Don't touch it with anything.
What else are you doing on your turn?
I just knew it. I was like, it's either gonna be acidic, or it's gonna fucking poison us, or it's gonna do some shit to us.
Can I light it on fire?
I believe that's I think your breath weapon's an action as well, if I'm not mistaken.
With my torch.
That would be an attack action with the torch. You do it next round.
Okay. All right. Since my weapon's starting to corrode, guess I drop it.
I mean, can you still do damage with it while it's corroding?
It's taken a -1 penalty to damage rolls.
Oh.
Okay. I thought it wasn't any. I thought it like crumbled when you say corroded.
No. You can see the acid starting to eat away at the metal, but it's still very much a short sword. Just
Okay.
slightly less effective, as if it's slowly losing its edge.
All right.
Like Punk when it went pop.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it for now.
Like,
so
we could like try and, I don't know, throw something at it, or yeah.
Can you use a bonus action before an action?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because I'd like to cast Magic Stone.
Okay.
I'd like
Sure.
to magic up some of these rocks that I got.
Absolutely.
And then I want to throw them.
I think. Do you have to? I think it's just you get 3 of them.
Just gonna throw a rock.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
You touch 1 to 3 pebbles and imbue them with magic.
How many pebbles are you touching?
Preferably 3.
So you now have 3 magical pebbles.
And I'd like to throw them.
Okay. I mean, you can throw it 1 at a time.
Well, I'd like to throw 1 of them.
Okay. Go ahead and throw a magic stone.
On his, let's see.
We are only as strong as our will.
1d6 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes. So you're going to make an attack roll with your. It's a ranged spell attack. So roll a ranged spell attack, which I should have built in.
I don't
know if it's in yours. That's fine.
I don't have it built in.
Roll a d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
All right.
Which at this stage is 2 plus your casting ability modifier.
My spell attack bonus is 5.
Yeah. So yeah. So d20 plus 5. All right, yeah, 17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. It's gonna be d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So d6 plus.
Oh, okay. I was hoping I could just do that.
Yeah, there's a way to, but I haven't taken the time to learn it yet.
So roll 1d6 plus
3.
Okay.
Is it listed in your attacks and spellcasting?
Sorry, what was it, Zirkle?
His magic stone, because my short sword is in my attacks and spellcasting.
No, I didn't put it in there yet.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you hurl a magic stone. It pierces the gray ooze. It opens a hole up where you've thrown the stone, and then it slowly
I
sinks
don't think
back.
there's one in there. Should be in
Okay.
Yeah.
Hustlin, you are up. This ooze is it's taken a beating, but it is still moving.
Am I at a good angle to take a pot shot with an arrow?
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Okay, I couldn't really tell the geometry of the room, so that's exactly what I'm going to go for.
Yeah, go ahead and make that attack roll.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's playing. Your arrow flies true, pierces the gray ooze, and the hole does not seal back up, for it is dead.
Yeah.
Can I use my bonus action to just roar back and scream, "Get fucked, slime boy"?
Absolutely, you can do that.
Then I do that.
Biff wasn't useless this fight.
Number two.
Everybody did a good amount of damage this fight.
Yeah, I was about to say, we kind of cracked in on that one.
There was only one? I thought there were two.
Nope,
No.
just the one.
No, it's just the one.
Spawned in,
Don't
and we
give
were
them any
all
ideas.
like, "Get fucked."
Yeah.
I'm here for
So
the gong bong.
definitely glad you guys didn't. I don't think everybody's wearing non-magic armor, because that corrosion is permanent.
Oh.
Yeah. Hustlin, when you go to collect the arrow that killed the target, you pick it up and notice that the arrowhead is almost completely gone. You can actively watch as it's just chomping away at the thin metal, the residue.
So what does that say about Zarkol's sword?
It's made of a beefier. There's more metal to it, so it's not actively corroding like his arrowhead is.
It's made of sterner stuff.
Well, it's just on the virtue of the arrowheads generally are pretty thin.
Is there
Well, in
anything
that
left
case-
of the slime?
Can I collect any of
Corrosives
its
generally only work for a short amount of time before they get consume themselves.
Mm.
Yeah.
goop? Can I collect any of the slime from its body?
Sure. What are you gonna collect then?
Yeah, but
I think you genuinely now, in every receptacle that you could carry water in, you have some sort of unique liquid.
I do. I've got 3 things that are filled. I can pour out some of the well water.
Okay.
Is there anything in the room that we can collect with? It was pretty well hidden.
Did I
Yeah,
find
and-
anything else while investigating, by the way? Or did I only find slime?
You literally only find slime and spoiled supplies. That's it.
is it safe
Yeah,
to
this is a-
assume?
This is a storeroom long forgotten, deep in a cave somewhere that just people haven't gotten into.
So, am I okay to put the corrosive slime in my vial? Does it
Sure.
it doesn't disintegrate the vial?
Not you can tell, no. Glass is usually pretty non-reactive.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
You're alright for now. So yeah, you take a small sample of the slime and seal it up inside this this little glass vial you have.
It's, I'm assuming it's safe to say that there's nothing lootable about the slime other than the slime itself.
No, yeah, nothing lootable about it.
And is it also safe to say that I'm probably not going to be using this arrow on anything else?
No, that arrow is now functionally useless.
Okay, well then I'll break off the head of it, and I give Stick Boy another stick.
Woo! I get another broken arrow shaft. That puts me at 5.
Okay. What are you guys doing now?
I guess. I wanted to see what was in those other rooms originally, so I'm gonna go into the bottom room. Oh, bottom
Same.
doorway.
For sure, they both lead to the same again.
Yeah, it does.
No? Step into here and investigate.
Investigation.
Yeah, that investigation check covers this entire area.
Oh, okay.
It's all just piles and piles of long ruined supplies.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here then.
Yep, nothing that we can use in there. No reason to be in there. Do we get XP from that?
At the end of the session, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Get the XP right after the second slime comes out of the ground.
Speaking of the end of the session,
You guys want to wrap it up here?
Oh, it is 10.
it is. Yeah.
All right. We had your single encounter this session.
Biff still had a wild ride.
It could have gone a lot worse.
Got a
Yeah.
stick.
Man.
I got to
Yeah,
make some
that,
mushroom stew. Wait, was there
Mhm.
was there any sort of info that we had on the whole vision that we had of our childhood while eating the mushroom?
No, it was just it's like a ratatouille moment. It's a really, really tasty mushroom that just kind of sends you back.
Okay,
That's it. That's all.
that works.
Nice.
Nicely done.
All right, well,
Nice.
we
didn't die this time.
We didn't.
Yeah, seriously, no one died.
More importantly, we didn't take a fuckload of damage this time.
Yeah.
Also true. Yeah, we kind of like blew that slime's ass up.
Man, if you guys had fought it for longer, though, oh boy. If you guys hadn't rolled super high on that damage, imagine hitting it more than once with a weapon. That is a cumulative permanent effect.
Yeah. That would have been pretty.
No amount of time is going to make the weapon get restored. I love corroding metal as like a function. It's so cool.
It's like, all I had was unarmed strikes.
I was gonna say, imagine if I had originally picked what was it, the metal robot guys, and that thing had gotten to me or something.
Yeah.
My body would have just been corroded permanently.
The Warforged or whatever.
Warforged, yeah.
You specifically have a way to repair stuff like that. That wouldn't have been as big of a deal.
Oh well, still it sounds freaky.
Yeah.
The bigger issue is that armor. A lot of times it's made of metal. I don't think you guys have that issue, but
No, I've got light class armor.
yeah.
I'm essentially
Yeah, imagine
wearing.
like a fighter and a paladin coming up against a bigger gray ooze like that. Whew.
Oh. I'm happy that we did at least investigate and discover it rather than it discovering us and getting a sneak attack on somebody.
Yeah.
Also true.
Suddenly Biff is covered in a gray ooze.
Yeah.
It would be me. It 100% would be me.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt in my
Engulfs his
mind.
entire body.
Biff is now more ooze than man.
The rest of you are walking around the room, and suddenly Biff dies. It's like, what?
Wait, what? How?
That's still not outside the realm of possibility.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't put it to the test.
Have you guys seen that Baldur's Gate 3 teaser of the Illithid? Oh man, there's a great teaser cinematic that Baldur's Gate 3 released about a guy turning into a mind flayer after being infected.
Oh,
and just that's what would happen. Biff would just like slowly, like over the course of like a few minutes, turn into an ooze. Just like screaming in pain, and suddenly there's ooze standing in a Biff shape.
I mean, I'd be about that life. If I'm gonna go, I want something cool like that to happen.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to lean into it.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, that's why I figured the vial of the slime is gonna be useful later on.
Use it to like corrode a door or something like that.
Oh, I was thinking I'm just gonna like just flick some of it into somebody's eyes later on.
I got a vial here for you.
And that's the motion I'm gonna use.
I mean, it only makes sense.
I could see this happening.
You're gonna fling some gray ooze at somebody.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, that was a lot of fun. We
Agreed.
didn't get but like 3 or 4 rooms past where we were, but it was still fun.
Yes.
You definitely. There were plenty of chances for you guys to die. You just avoided them. So congratulations.
Yay!
Avoiding death.
Yay, not dying.
We made smart decisions. Yay!
Alright.
You made smart
much.
decisions. Biff, however.
I was gonna say.
I made wonderful decisions. I made you all dinner. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes, we appreciate that. And then right afterwards,
Well, I was a little full and I was a little still on a high from mushrooms, and I took a little slip and slide. Mm-hmm.
By the way, Jono, that does not count as your vegetarian dinner.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very much a fun guy. Not as green as you would like.
I too am a fun guy.
Hey-o.
So yeah, everybody gets 25 XP.
Yay!
Hey. So that puts us at 1200 even.
What? I'm at 1375.
Wait. I also died, and
Yeah.
this is the second guy. So there's that.
It's okay. You only live once.
Yes.
All right.
Well, we still never did introductions.
This is what we're gonna do at the end. My name is Servo. Next we have the direct edition.
Hello.
Then we have Moose.
Heyo.
And we have Jono.
Oh,
And last but definitely not least, we have our wonderful DM, Austin, aka ACOS, aka master of all things D&D and proprietor and deliverer of things from the wonderful Darby's Dungeon.
I like to
thank you.
I like to call him the puppeteer of our eventual demise.
Yes, that as well.
You are all just my marionettes in a grand story.
I mean,
yeah,
it's fun.
You're not wrong.
Hey, it's a great edition.
Don't get me wrong. We're gonna fight.
Natural 20, like what, son? And when I'm gone, come together like butt cheeks, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I'm cool with this. I support this.
All right.
So, anyways, don't forget to catch D&D back here in 2 weeks' time on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Isn't that Thanksgiving?
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's the Friday after Thanksgiving, so it'd be Black Friday.
Yeah, so if you're tired of having to fist fight your neighbor for a PS5, come stop by for some D&D.
It's not gonna be online shopping.
Or do some online shopping at Darby's Dungeons.
Hey. Yeah.
Boom. Seamless, baby.
Did it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Like it.
don't forget podcast on Sunday, 7 p.m. What else do we got?
Podcast Sunday.
Yep, podcast on Sunday. Don't forget.
There you go. Don't forget. Never forget.
Punday. Pod Sunday. Suncast. Pod Sunday. Let's go with that.
Pod Sun.
Sunday Cad Pod. I'm gonna go make a pizza.
All right. You can go make a pizza. Other than that, thank you guys for hanging out. We love you all. Thank you again to Austin for our wonderful sessions every time.
Thanks for having me.
Every time. And yeah. Anyone want to take us out? Any last words?
Bye.
That's a good last word.
Arrivederci.
Don't drink pool noodles.
Is that an option?
Don't
If you're
use a
brave.
pool noodle to drink things.
If you're brave enough.
Use it as a straw.
Everything's a pool noodle if you're brave enough.
Not a gray ooze.
Yeah.
Your face will just corrode off, and then everything else.
That's the fun part. It's just metal.
Oh, it's only metal.
Yeah, it's not even acidic. It just corrodes metal. That's
Oh,
it.
Most metal thing I've ever heard.
God damn it. Who are we sending these beautiful people over to?
Let us decide
The fate of millions.
Yeah, very very quickly and at random. Just the first person I see is bearded donkey.
You're gonna have to type that one.
All right, it's just all right. That's right.
There you go. Go show some love, everyone, and we will see you all Sunday.
Go beard donkey.
Actually, Nier's playing Jackbox. Fuck it, we're gonna go raid Nier.
Yeah,
I dig
Jack in a box.
Damn, buddy.
It's one of my favorite activities to do.
Have a good old Jack and forth.
What?
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 The hell you say? To pieces, you say?
Fuck.
I don't fucking know. It's been a long week.
Goodness.